Alright guys, welcome to my 737 project. This is Chinny 737 project here in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago. The current date is December 3rd, 2012, and we just decided going about building a 738 home sim a couple of months ago. We started building it, and it's upstairs right now. And we're going to take a look at it in a little while. We're just going to show you where we got all of our measurements from, the plans, and what inspired us to make this project. Our first thing we started to do is planning, and I went about on the internet looking at various videos of various people who are building 738 home sims. I also went on the web and we typed in 737 measurements, and this document came up here to download. It's by marcuspylon.com, and it seems to have everything here, everything that you need. It starts off, it gives you a table of contents with the hyperlink and all this stuff, flight deck shell, and the first thing they start with is the flight deck shell. Why isn't the measurements, why isn't the document coming up here? Okay, that's weird. But all of these, we didn't only go to marcuspylon.com, we also went on blogs for people to send us links, and this is one of them. And this is the website that we had went on, the 737. This was the main instrument panel, dimension and layout, and you really should take your time going about all these things. They got the 737 window measurements. I'm not sure if it's going to give you the measurements, it's just going a bit slow. But yeah, the marcuspylon.com, see if you type it in the top here. It gives you everything that you need, from the flight deck all the way down to the yoke measurements, how high it needs to be, and all that. So we're on the marcuspylon.com website here, and we're going to enter it, and see they have all these things. So Boeing 737 measurements, and it gives you all of these. It gives you a link to download all the things. So you could go and visit marcuspylon.com. I'll put the website in the description. We've also gone about looking at another popular YouTube sim builder. His name is the Norwegian 737 Project, and this is where this all started off for me, basically, because a couple months ago I took a look on YouTube for home simulators, and he was one of the first things that came up. So we clicked on one of his videos, and we definitely decided to. I looked at the entire thing in one night, basically, and after that we went about planning and decided, sure, let's go ahead. So we're going to go upstairs now and just take a look at the sim that we have up here. Okay, so we open my room. And it's the first thing that we see here. Take this blanket off of it. This computer here, it's custom built. I built it with the specifications, 5.0 gigahertz CPU, clocked, and we're going to be using this as our flight simulator computer. We are going to build another one as the avionics computer and whatever else we need. So when you look at this sim, you can see basically that it has a similar look to the FDS Flight Deck Solutions sim. By when it comes up here and it just goes straight in, we've made a little invention here, and instead of going straight up to the top, we got a little groove up here because we found it a bit difficult for us to get the window here, the little window section here, to go in to make this go straight up. So we decided to make a little groove here, and we did do that on both sides. And basically, what's his name again? The Norwegian 737 project. Basically, why he started all this off for me, because the great motivation and excitement that when I look at his videos, when he starts it off with the cool, how he starts off his videos with the excitement in his voice, enthusiasm when he says, "Welcome to the Norwegian 737 project." And it basically shows that he's excited about his project. He's excited to be working on it again, as well as excited to show us what he's done. And I'm very excited with building this sim and going about with it. So what we have here so far today, I've been working on the overhead, and we received this from a company called ProSimPots. I'll put that website in the description as well. They go about, I'm not sure, they're a very popular website. I went to the internet searching for overhead panels, and they seem to be over 1,000 US, and I said no way, because I'm willing to pay more money on the bigger parts, such as the main instrument panel, but I was not going to pay 1,000 US for overhead panel, whether a lot of people probably would. But I went and I saw this website, which was over here. Documents are in here. When you order from them, they send you a lot of pages. And the owner, I'm not sure if it's the owner, but he also writes a letter to you. So that's the company name, the ProSimPots. We ordered the basic series. Also, this gives you a little directions on which toggles to put in where. And what's cool about this thing, with the electrical panel and the other panels that needs the LED displays, comes with the displays separately to put them in. And that's a really handy thing, and they actually work. You just need to get your interface card and you just hook up the connector to there, and really and truly it comes with every single thing you need except for the annunciators. It doesn't come with the annunciators because this is the basic series. And all of these stuff, the backlightable panels, the high-tech, I don't remember what it's called, toggle switches, the momentary toggle switches, comes with 7 or 8 of those. All of the rotaries, all of the knobs, comes with these little dummy gauges, but these are still backlightable. Comes with amazing panels. I find these are such great quality, and all of these stuff, even with the LED displays, for the electrical panel, for this panel down here, all of this costed me 810 US, where you could probably go on another website and you get this same thing, probably with the annunciators, for about 1,000 or over 1,000 US, which I don't find is very much worth it. Depending on the buyer, if I was wanted something so important, I would have bought it. But we're just using, we could we're going to just buy the Nutty sets. Actually, I'm actually getting that. A friend of mine is giving it to me. And yeah, the sim. Let's talk about the sim now. So the main, I had first gone about building the base before I had told my dad that I was making a simulator. I was doing this in my backyard, and he had asked me what I was building, and I said I'll tell him when it's finished. I got the wood from my dad's factory. He owns a furniture factory, and we basically used half 3/4 inch plywood on the top, and on the bottom we used ply as well, boarding, and we put beams on the inside, and all that was plywood as well. These on the top here, these beams are board, mainly board. The covering, I believe, I'm not sure what size this is. I think it's 5/8. This here, sheet plywood, so it's very easy to bend. We were gonna get that door skin, and that is the easiest thing to bend. And we're gonna be getting that for the top when we're making the interior. I'd really like to talk about the Norwegian 737 project and what he's done with his sim to compare it to mine, because if it wasn't for this guy, the Norwegian 737 project, my sim wouldn't be in my room right now. Because I had thought about building a sim before I started watching his videos, but it wasn't as much as I wanted to when I started watching, and I just looked at them and said, wow, that seemed like a really fun hobby. So I decided to build one myself. And what I did not realize was that this hobby happened to be a very, very expensive hobby, and that's what you guys need to be aware of out there. This hobby here with these home simulators are very expensive hobbies. Depending on, I got this wood for free, so that's a discount for me with the shell. But the panels and the yokes and the chairs, and if you want to make it as real as you want, as it can be, it's going to cost you a lot. A guy I know, he built a full simulator and it cost him about 150,000 US. And so you guys got to beware about it. So that's why I wanted to go cheaper with the overhead panel and more expensive with the other bigger panels. The circuit breaker panels, we're going to be getting those from a 73300, and this when it's done, it's gonna be looking really really fancy, and we're gonna be painting it in Emirates. So what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, maybe if not this weekend when school closes, we're gonna be laying down some beams coming from here, making some nice angles coming from here all the way down straight to the ground, and we're gonna be putting the door skin around to bend it. I will be doing that all around, and then on the inside, that table is there for it's just there temporary so I can do my soldering and stuff. I built that. When the MIP goes in, which will be in the front, our side panel, or our side wall is going to come around so, and then go so, and then come back, so all there will be covered. Yeah. So basically I just want to shout out a big thanks, a really, really big thanks to the Norwegian 737 project. And you guys who do not know about him, go ahead and look at his videos. I'll also post the link to his YouTube channel on YouTube. So I have another account that I don't really use much anymore. It's Jibby6872. Some of you guys know about it. I don't know if the rest of you do. Deciding to scram that channel, and we're going to go about with the Trini 737 project channel, and just deal with planes, aviation, obviously computers as well, because you guys know that computer building is also my hobby. So yeah guys, thanks for watching this update. Next update will go further in to the with the overhead panel and what other things we already have for this sim. So thanks for watching guys, we'll see you later.